Santa Monica Pier, Mike Ryan talks with celebrity writer Ray Strait, author and literary agent Peter Miller, Mudras yoga author Sabrina Mesco, and multi-talented singer and musician Bernard Fowler on Who's Who Speaks.
Raymond Strait has built an international reputation via his numerous celebrity biographies and syndicated columns relating to Hollywood and the world of celebrity. He's written numerous books, including biographies of Rosemary, Clooney, Bob Hope, Jayne Mansfield, James Garner, Alan Alda, and Lou Costello. Ray, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Tell us about, I have to ask you, Jayne Mansfield. Tell us about Jayne Mansfield.
Oh, what you saw is what you got. Everything about Jayne was natural. And her 41 or 42 double-barrel shotgun was real. There was no silicone in her.
And you were her press secretary for 10 years, so you actually knew so much about her and you actually put it in words.
We had a real personal relationship. Jayne and I were very good friends. We loved each other. Like, I don't know, we weren't that far apart, but she depended on me for a lot of things. And she was absolutely the sweetest person I ever knew. I was with her throughout her marriage careers and most of her boyfriends. You know, I think I was the only one in her entourage, if you want to call it that could say, no, Jayne, don't do that. Because, all the yes people that run around, they're hanger-ons.
What drew you to Hollywood? I mean, I'm sure there's a glitz and there's a hype and all that showbiz, tinsel sort of stuff, but what actually drew you to Hollywood? Why the fascination?
Jayne Mansfield. Let me tell you what happened. I was working for Southern Pacific Railroad in Houston. Paul Mansfield, from who she was separated, also worked for the Southern Pacific Railroad. He worked in the publicity department, and I worked upstairs in transportation. I went to see a movie called The Girl Can't Help It. And I knew he was married to her, but I didn't know anything about her. I saw that movie. I said, I got to go to Hollywood. I've got to meet this lady. I came out to Hollywood, transferred out here, left the railroad, went to an employment agency downtown LA because a friend said they hire people in the business. And I wanted to be in the business. And lo and behold, I ended up being the secretary to a business manager on the Sunset Strip. The second day I was on the job, who walks in but Jayne Mansfield?
You could have been in heaven.
Oh my God, all this pink fluff and this gorgeous, gorgeous woman. She had the most beautiful complexion, Georgia peach skin. And the first thing she ever said to me is, you must be Charlie's new secretary. What's your name? I said, Ray Strait. She says, well, I'm Jayne Mansfield. How would you like to help me with my fan mail on the weekends? So help me God, true story.
And ever since then, you've been a great part of Hollywood. But the writing bit.
Known a lot of stars.
Yeah, you've known all the great stars in
Yes.
some way or another. But Hollywood, how has it changed, say, from the days of the celebrity status to now? I mean, it seems a little bit more fabricated now than it used to be.
What it is, the major change I see now is everybody wants to be the bum next door. They don't want to be the glamour that Hollywood once was. If you know the guys, they're all wearing Levi's with holes in them, which we used to throw out. They don't have the glamour. Luella Parsons, she saw the thing coming. She said of Jayne one time, she says, I really like her because she's a real Hollywood star. And you don't have real Hollywood movie stars much anymore.
What makes a star? How would you define a star?
A producer that likes you and a director that can give good direction. Who was it? Samuel Goldwyn, who says, I can take somebody off the streets of Los Angeles in 30 minutes, I can turn him into a star.
And it's so true.
It is true. It's a child's world, but it's really an adult's business because those people work hard. You think that they just play all the time because paparazzi shows them out at nights, but they have lines to memorize and they have to be on the studio a lot sometimes in the morning at 3 or 4 o'clock for makeup and costume. That's a lot of work. Those people work very hard.
This is Who's Who Speaks from Maria Sol Restaurant at the Santa Monica Pier. After this break, more from Ray Strait.